Imagine playing the game you love and collapsing to the floor from a helmet-to-helmet or head-to-head contact. This happens every weekend in sports we love and love to watch. Personally, when I played high school football, I would be hit in the head and what I think would have been a concussion, and then I would have got up and kept playing. This is a true statement for all athletes every weekend. They put the game above everything else. What is second impact syndrome, how second impact syndrome happens, and examples of second impact syndrome are what I will be going through to show how serious it can be. What is second impact syndrome? It is when you get a second occurring concussion while the first one you received is not fully healed. It is common times referred to as punch drunk syndrome. Symptoms of a concussion result in nausea, vomiting, loss of consciousness, loss of memory, and fatigue. How concussions occur result in when the brain hits the front of the skull when it is jerked back or impacted by something. The worst thing is that this actually happens. There are two examples that I'd like to report. A 17-year-old playing high school football reported a headache 1 week, and that was a result of being tackled from a helmet-to-helmet contact. He reported to the coaches and his friends that he had a headache. 1 week later, there was another game, and he decided to play in it. He got hit in the head from another helmet-to-helmet contact, but that wasn't the end of the story. He got up, continued to play, and it resulted in him getting up and then collapsing a few minutes later. He later went out into a coma, and then a CT scan ended up showing that he had a swollen brain and a brain hematoma, or brain bleed. This resulted in his death. The other story was a 16-year-old in Washington State who played a JV game in high school, was tackled, got up a few minutes before halftime, went into the halftime locker room, and said that he had a headache. He came back out, tried to play the second half, and resulted in him receiving another concussion. He now has seizures, but is still living today. Overall, the risks of receiving a concussion outweigh the benefits completely. Through the background, the causes, the examples, I hope you realize that concussions are no joke. They are a real risk to everybody's health that participates in sports. So next time your favorite player sits out a few weeks because he has a concussion or concussion-like symptoms, don't call him any names. And when in doubt, sit it out.